What if I told you? She's still watching, still thinking about you, still wondering what you're up to, but she will never, ever reach out. Not because she doesn't care, not because she's moved on, but because of something far more powerful, her own pride, her own fear, and the silent torment of regret. She won't admit it, she won't show it, but she will stalk you in silence, scrolling through your pictures, replaying old memories, wondering if you ever think about her. And yet, she will never press send. Why? Because the moment she does, she loses. She reveals her hand. She shows you that you still exist in her mind. And for someone who once thought she was in control, that realization is unbearable. Instead, she convinces herself that staying silent preserves her dignity, that she's strong for not reaching out. But deep down, every time she sees your name, every time someone mentions you, every time she stumbles upon a memory she thought she buried, something inside her twists. And here's where most men fail. They break, they chase, they beg. They fall into the trap of thinking she'll come back if they just try hard enough. They send late-night texts, hoping for a response. They post things online, hoping she'll see them. They let their emotions control them, becoming desperate and predictable. And in doing so, they prove her right for leaving. Because a man who chases is a man who has no value. A man who needs validation is a man who is forgettable. But a man who understands the game of dark psychology, he does the opposite. He does nothing. He vanishes. He removes himself completely, not as an act, not as a strategy, but as a mindset. He doesn't need her closure. He doesn't seek revenge. He simply stops existing in her world. And that, right there, is what haunts her the most. You see, the human mind cannot stand uncertainty. It cannot stand an open loop. When she left, she expected a reaction. She expected you to reach out, to argue, to fight for her. That would have reassured her, validated her decision. But when you don't react, when you disappear so completely that she starts to question if she ever mattered to you at all, that's when the real suffering begins. That's when the thoughts creep in late at night. Did I make a mistake? Did he ever even care? What if he's happier without me? Because in the end, silence is not empty. It is full of unanswered questions. And unanswered questions turn into obsession. This is how you become unforgettable. Not by proving your worth, not by forcing your presence, but by embracing indifference, mastering detachment, and walking away so completely that she has no choice but to feel your absence like a knife to the soul. And by the time she realizes what she lost, you'll be too far ahead to care. If you're done chasing ghosts, if you're ready to reclaim your power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I release what I cannot control. Now let's begin. Number 1, the art of indifference. Most men believe that if they just show her how much they care, she'll come back, that if they can just prove their love, she'll realize her mistake. Nope, that's not how human psychology works. See, the moment you show desperation, you confirm her decision to leave. The moment you try to convince her, you lower your value. Because nothing is less attractive than a man who chases something that no longer wants him. The truth? The only way to make someone regret losing you is to act like it never mattered in the first place. This is the art of indifference. When you master it, you become untouchable. Most people confuse indifference with anger or coldness. But true indifference, it's not about pretending not to care. It's about genuinely not caring. It's about realizing that her choices have nothing to do with you and that your life moves forward with or without her. And when she sees that, when she realizes you didn't crumble, that's when doubt creeps in. That's when she starts asking herself questions she never thought she'd ask. Did I really mean that little to him? Why isn't he fighting for me? Did I make a mistake? Because here's the dark truth. People don't regret losing love. They regret losing value. They regret losing something they thought they could replace but couldn't. And the fastest way to make someone feel that loss is to show them that their absence in your life has changed absolutely nothing. This is where most men fail. They try to win the breakup by showing off, making her jealous, forcing her to notice them. But that's still a reaction. That's still energy directed at her. And the moment she sees that, she knows she still has control. True power comes when you give nothing. No anger, no sadness, no reaction. You continue living as if she never existed. And when she sees that, she realizes she lost something she can never get back: your attention. If you're done seeking validation, if you're ready to master the art of indifference, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am unshakable. Number 2. Silence is louder than words. Most men think that if they just say the right thing, send the perfect message, or explain themselves better, she'll change her mind. Nope. Words don't change people's feelings. Absence does. And the moment you stop talking, the moment you go completely silent, is the moment she starts to feel your presence more than ever. See, when you cut communication, you create a void. And the human brain hates a void. It scrambles to fill it. She starts wondering why you're not reaching out. She checks her phone more often than she wants to admit. She scrolls through old messages, looking for clues. And the silence? It starts to eat at her. She expected you to fight. She expected you to break. When you don't, it messes with her head. Now, instead of feeling in control, she feels the weight of uncertainty. Did I make a mistake? Is he already over me? Why isn't he reacting? And that right there, that's where the regret begins. Silence is powerful because it forces her to feel the loss. Every word you would have said, every message you would have sent, is now just an empty space in her life. And that space, it grows bigger every day. Most men ruin this by breaking the silence too soon. They get impatient. They think, maybe I should just check in. Maybe she's waiting for me to reach out. Nope. Every time you break the silence, you reset the clock. You remove the mystery. You give her back the control. But when you stay silent, when you let her sit with the weight of her own decision, she starts to realize something. Your absence feels worse than she expected. And that's when she starts watching you in silence. That's when she starts lurking, hoping for a sign that you still care. But you remain indifferent because you understand that silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. If you're done begging for attention, if you're ready to let your silence speak for you, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My silence is my power. Number 3. The paradox of absence. Here's a hard truth. The more available you are, the less valuable you become. The more you chase, the faster she runs. But the moment you disappear, the moment you remove yourself from her world, that's when she starts to feel your presence more than ever. This is the paradox of absence. When something is always there, it's taken for granted. When it's gone, its value becomes undeniable. Think about it. Have you ever only truly appreciated something after it was no longer yours? That's how the human mind works. It doesn't miss what's still accessible. It misses what it thinks it has lost forever. Right now, she's expecting you to linger in her orbit. She assumes that if she ever wanted to, she could reach out and you'd still be there, waiting. But when you remove yourself completely, when you truly vanish, it triggers something deep inside her. Doubt. Doubt is dangerous, because once it enters her mind, it spreads like wildfire. Did I make the right choice? Why hasn't he reached out? Has he moved on already? And worst of all, what if I was wrong? You see, she didn't expect to lose you. She expected a break, a pause, something temporary. And as long as you're still available, even in the background, she never really feels the loss. But when you step away completely, when she looks for you and you're no longer there, that's when reality hits. That's when the regret creeps in. The trick is, you don't do this as a manipulation tactic. You do this because you genuinely understand your worth. You do this because your life isn't meant to revolve around someone who chose to walk away. You do this because you refuse to be someone's backup plan. The moment she realizes she can't just come back whenever she wants, That's the moment she starts questioning everything. But by then, you won't be waiting anymore. If you're done being an option, if you're ready to embrace the power of absence, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I do not chase, I attract. Number 4. Mastering emotional detachment. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. The moment she left, the moment she walked away, you had two choices: let the pain consume you or master it. And most men, they let it consume them. They spiral, they overthink, they drown in emotions that do nothing but weaken them. But a man who understands Stoicism, he does something different. He masters emotional detachment. What does that mean? It means you feel the pain, but you do not become the pain. You acknowledge the loss, but you do not let it define you. You understand that emotions are temporary, and no moment, no matter how painful, has the power to break you unless you allow it. Most men fail at this because they confuse emotional detachment with numbness. Nope, you're not supposed to suppress your emotions. You're supposed to control them. That's the difference between a weak man and a powerful one. A weak man reacts to every emotion like a slave to his feelings. A powerful man chooses which emotions deserve his attention and which ones are simply noise. Right now, your pain is tricking you. It's whispering, you need her. It's lying, telling you that if you could just get her back, the pain would go away. But that's an illusion. The pain isn't about her. It's about your attachment to the version of her that no longer exists. And once you see that, once you realize that your happiness was never dependent on her, you take back control. Here's what happens when you master emotional detachment. You stop overthinking. You stop reacting. You stop craving closure because you understand that you are the only closure you'll ever need. And that's what makes her start wondering about you again. Because a man in control of his emotions is a man no woman can control. And when she sees you've become untouchable, when she realizes you're not broken, not waiting, not hoping, she starts questioning everything. And by the time she realizes she wants your attention again, you'll be so far ahead in your evolution that she won't even matter. If you're done being controlled by emotions, if you're ready to master detachment, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I control my emotions. They do not control me. Number 5. The law of scarcity. Here's a brutal truth. People don't value what's always available. They value what's rare, what's exclusive, what they can't have. This is the law of scarcity, and it applies to everything, including you. Right now, she doesn't feel your absence. She assumes you're still there, still thinking about her, still waiting. And as long as she believes that, she has no reason to miss you, no reason to regret anything, because in her mind, you're still an option. But when you embrace scarcity, when you remove yourself completely, when you become unreachable, that's when she starts to feel it. That's when she realizes you're not just sitting in the background waiting for her to return. That's when she starts questioning everything. Scarcity triggers urgency. It creates a fear of loss. It makes people act irrationally because suddenly they realize they can't just come back whenever they feel like it. And the moment she senses that, the moment she realizes you're actually gone, that's when her mindset shifts from, he's still there if I ever want him, to, did I just lose him forever? Most men get this wrong. They think that by staying visible, by liking her posts, by keeping the door open, they're showing strength. Nope. All they're doing is reassuring her that she still has control, that she still has time. A high-value man, a man who understands scarcity, removes himself entirely. He doesn't check in. He doesn't give her breadcrumbs. He disappears so completely that she starts questioning if she ever really knew him at all. And that's what messes with her head. Because in the end, people chase what they can't have. They crave what's just out of reach. And when she finally realizes she can't have you anymore, that's the moment she starts to want you back. But by then, it's too late. If you're done being taken for granted, if you're ready to become truly scarce, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am the prize. Number 6. Why she secretly watches you. She may have left. She may have acted like she didn't care. She may have even convinced herself that she was done. But if you think for a second that she's not watching you in silence, you don't understand human psychology. Because here's the truth. Curiosity is more powerful than love. And when you go completely silent, when you disappear without a trace, her mind doesn't let her forget you. It forces her to think about you. She checks your profile late at night. She asks mutual friends about you. She stumbles across an old photo and pauses just a little too long. Why? Because you broke her pattern. She expected you to react. She expected you to check in. She expected you to be predictable. But when you don't, when you become a mystery, that's when she starts searching for answers. You see, a breakup doesn't hit immediately. At first, she feels relief, freedom. She tells herself she made the right choice. But then time passes, the silence grows, and suddenly the man she thought would always be there is gone. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. That's when it starts to creep in, the doubt. Did he ever really care? Why isn't he chasing me? Has he already moved on? And that doubt, that's what drives her to start checking on you, not because she wants you back yet, but because she wants to know if she still has you. Because if she still has you, she's still in control. But the moment she sees that you've changed, that you're unbothered, that you've elevated your life without her, that's when things shift. That's when regret starts creeping in. That's when she realizes she might have made a mistake. Most men ruin this by making it easy. They leave breadcrumbs, liking her posts, watching her stories, posting things meant to get her attention. Nope. The real power is in staying a mystery. Let her wonder. Let her check on you in secret. Let her question why you disappeared. Because when a woman starts watching in silence, she's already losing the game. If you're done being predictable, if you're ready to let her curiosity work against her, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am a mystery. Number 7. The power of unpredictability. Nothing haunts a person more than uncertainty. The moment she thinks she has you figured out, she stops valuing you. But the moment you become unpredictable, the moment she can't read you anymore, that's when you start living in her mind rent-free. Most men are predictable after a breakup. She knows they'll text. She knows they'll try to make her jealous. She knows they'll post things that are clearly meant for her. And because she knows, she doesn't care. But when you do the opposite, when you move in silence, when you don't follow the script she expected, that's when she starts to feel something she wasn't prepared for. Intrigue. See, people aren't attracted to what's obvious. They're drawn to mystery. They crave what they don't understand. And when you become unpredictable, when you don't react the way she thought you would, you force her to keep thinking about you. She expects you to text. You don't. She expects you to be sad. You're thriving. She expects you to be waiting. You're already moving forward. Every time you break her expectations, you shake her perception of reality. And that's what keeps her hooked. She starts watching from the shadows, trying to figure you out, trying to predict your next move, but she never can. And that uncertainty, that lack of control, it drives her insane. Most men try to prove a point. They try to show her what she lost. Nope. A man who understands power doesn't show. He simply is. He doesn't move for her attention. He moves for himself. He evolves so much, so fast, that by the time she realizes she wants to understand him again, he's already 5 steps ahead. And that's the moment she regrets leaving. Because you didn't just move on. You became someone she no longer has access to. If you're done being predictable, if you're ready to keep them guessing, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. No one can read me. Number 8. The cold, hard truth about regret. Regret doesn't hit all at once. It creeps in slowly, silently, like a shadow in the night. At first, she convinces herself she made the right choice. She tells herself she's better off, but then something shifts. She starts noticing things. Maybe it's how quiet her phone is without you. Maybe it's how no one else understands her like you did. Maybe it's seeing you thrive, moving forward without hesitation, as if she never even mattered. And that's when regret starts to take root. See, people don't regret losing love. They regret losing value. And the truth is, she didn't leave because you weren't good enough. She left because she thought she could do better. But now she's realizing that what she had with you wasn't so easy to replace, that the grass wasn't greener, that your absence feels heavier than she expected. But here's the cold, hard truth. Her regret is no longer your problem. Most men wait for this moment. They want her to regret it. They want that text, that call, that confession. But a man who understands his worth, he doesn't care, because by the time her regret kicks in, he's already gone. You see, her realization means nothing anymore. The time for second chances has passed. The version of you that loved her, that cared, that would have welcomed her back, that man no longer exists. And that's what breaks her the most. Because regret is only painful when it's too late. And when she finally realizes what she lost, she'll also realize that she can never have it back. If you're done waiting for regret, if you're ready to be beyond her reach, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. Her regret is not my concern. Number 9. When she finally breaks silence. It always happens. Maybe it takes weeks, maybe months, maybe even years. But eventually she breaks. The silence becomes too loud, the curiosity too strong, the regret too unbearable. And that's when you get it. That message, that call, that weak excuse to re-enter your life. She won't say what she really means. Nope. She'll disguise it. Hey, how have you been? A random question about something meaningless. A reaction to your story, as if she just happened to see it. But don't be fooled. This isn't just a casual message. This is a test. She's testing the waters, seeing if you'll let her back in, seeing if you still care. And most men, they fail instantly. They see her name pop up, and suddenly all their self-respect goes out the window. They respond too fast. They try to prove something. They think, this is my chance to win her back. Nope, that's the trap. Because the moment she senses that you're still there, that you're still affected, she wins. She gets the validation she was looking for, and just like that, she disappears again, leaving you back at square one. But a man who understands his worth, he doesn't fall for it. He doesn't react. He doesn't rush to reply. And if he does respond, it's brief, neutral, unbothered, no emotion, no validation, no chasing. Because here's the truth. When she reaches out, it's not always because she wants you back. Sometimes it's just to confirm that she still could have you if she wanted. That's why the way you respond determines everything. If you give her nothing, if you remain unreadable, if you show her that she no longer has access to your emotions, that's when she truly feels the loss. She thought you were the same man she left, but when she finally reaches out and realizes you've changed, that you've evolved into someone she no longer has power over, that's when it hits her. She didn't just lose you. She lost the chance to ever have you again. And that's the moment she regrets it the most. If you're done giving second chances, if you're ready to let her feel what she lost, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I do not entertain the past. Number 10. Becoming untouchable. There comes a point where you no longer care if she regrets it. You no longer wonder if she's watching. You no longer check if she'll reach out. Because by then, you've become something greater, untouchable. Most men go through a breakup hoping to prove something, hoping she'll come back, hoping for closure. But the strongest men, they don't hope. They transform. They take the pain, the loss, the rejection, And they use it. They evolve so much so fast that by the time she even thinks about coming back, she doesn't even recognize the man she left. Becoming untouchable isn't about revenge. It isn't about making her jealous. It's about becoming so focused on your own life, your own success, your own growth, that the past becomes irrelevant. It's about reaching a level where nothing external, not her, not anyone, can shake your foundation. You become disciplined. You become emotionally bulletproof. You become a man who never waits for someone to choose him because he chooses himself. And when you reach that level, women feel it. They sense the shift. And suddenly the power dynamic flips. Suddenly, she's the one looking back, wishing things had gone differently. But by then, you're so far ahead, so locked into your purpose that you don't even notice. And that's the ultimate victory. Not getting her back, not making her jealous, but reaching a level where she no longer matters, where the past no longer holds any weight, where you are untouchable. This is the last step. This is where you win, not against her, but against the old version of yourself. The weak, emotional, desperate version that needed her. That version is dead. And the man who stands in his place, he's the kind of man who never loses. If you're done living in the past, if you're ready to become truly untouchable, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, "I am beyond her reach." And that, right there, is how you win. Not by chasing, not by proving, not by waiting, but by evolving, by becoming the kind of man who never looks back. Because the truth is, she was never the prize. You were. And the moment you finally realize that, that's when everything changes. You don't need closure. You don't need an apology. You don't need her to regret it. Because the real flex, the real power, is becoming so focused on your own life, your own growth, your own success, that nothing from the past can pull you back. She will watch you in silence. She will wonder what you're up to. She will feel your absence in ways she never expected. But you'll be too busy winning to even notice. That's the path of the Stoic. That's the power of dark psychology. That's how you go from heartbroken to untouchable. So the question is, are you ready? If you're done being controlled by the past, if you're ready to step into your power, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I have already won. And remember, the strongest man is the one who walks away, without ever looking back. Stay strong, stay focused, stay untouchable. This is Stoic Blessing. I'll see you in the next one.